Okay, the basics of Instagram. Of course, the first thing you need to do is you need to get the app. I'm sure you're familiar with opening apps on your phone, whether it's an Apple or an Android. Either way, you can get the Instagram app from your app store or wherever and put it on to your phone. And then you find the icon and you open it. When you open the icon, you can set up your account. You of course use your give them a username and a password, and the standard thing. There's not a lot to do about that, but you'll get your app and you'll be able to access your account. Now here's what an account will look like. They look different on every phone, whether it's an Apple, whether it's an Android. It's always going to look different, so you can't really go by these settings exactly. Although this is the format we'll be using to show you in this particular little training. These are the settings, and we're going to go through these in a minute and show you what they are. And here's another one up here. But I mean, you see the setup here pretty much is you have your little icon picture there, whatever it is that you have for your default picture, and then it shows you the number of people that are on your account. So this is a pretty straightforward kind of looking app. But this is what your phone would look like. And the first thing you could do, and again, remember we had these little things on the bottom here. Now we're just going to take them over here and show you what each one of them are. And this, of course, is the home base, which we are just looking at. But once you get your phone in your hand and you're ready to start getting things going, this is where you set up your profile or edit your profile, whichever one. You use this little icon right here. We took it away so you could see it. That's the profile icon. So you just tap it and it will open up and you can set up your profile. When you set up your profile, you want to think of what kind of name you want to use. Now, with an Instagram account, you can, first of all, you can have multiple accounts. You're not limited to just one. So you can set up all the Instagram accounts you want. You're going to have to think, first of all, what you want to do with your Instagram account. If you just want it to be in your name so you can interact with friends and family and maybe a little bit of a few of the friends that you have for bloggers or social media friends, something like that, you could just use your name. But if you're going to use a specific niche, like say your niche is photography, you might want to find a name that's going to kind of dovetail with that niche. So maybe something like, I don't know, photo guy, photo gal, something like that, something that will indicate what your niche is. So you might want to take a little bit of time and think about what that name is, because when you're using Instagram, you're going to want to find niche followers. You want to find people that are in this, to use that example, in your photography niche, so that you can interact about those things. If you're going to try to monetize your Instagram account at some point in time, maybe offer affiliate products or maybe send people to your blog that's about photography, anything like that. Maybe you have services, photograph services that you want to sell or something like that. You can start introducing people to what you do, but naturally they're not going to be interested in what you do if they're not interested in the niche. So make sure you're kind of opening yourself up to the crowd you want to be opened up to. So that's really the main thing in setting up your profile. Everything else is pretty standard, your email address and all that. But that's the most important thing, is give some thought to your name, because it's going to give people a quick idea when they see somebody. It says photo gal, photo guy, something like that. Then they're going to say, oh, here's somebody that's interested in photography. It can say something very generic, like guy 321 or something like that. But again, you want something that tells people at a glance kind of what you do. It just helps do business. If you're doing business with your Instagram account, and I assume you are. If you're just out here to hang out with family and friends, then that's a different story. Just use your own personal name. Okay, now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to want to find users. So we're going to take this little icon right here, the search icon, and we're going to click on that, and we're going to start just putting niches, keywords. So for instance, if I want to find other photographers, I could go into this little icon, click it, and put in photos or photographers or something like that. I could put hashtag photography. Instagram uses hashtags, so you can do that. If you don't know what the hashtags are, just start playing around with your niche and see what people are using for hashtags, and it should guide you to finding users, finding people that are in your niche. You can also just look for people if you know people by name, if you know a blogger or something that you really want to hook up with, or if you know somebody from Facebook that you want to get to hang out with you. You can do that too. Once you click on this, it'll also give you an option to discover people, and the Instagram will suggest people that you might want to be interested in, and usually these tend to be celebrities and things like that, singers and actors and things, because everybody likes those people. Apparently. So, but you can then discover people. You can put in actual names of people and all of that sort of thing. So that's how you'll go about finding users, so that when you have an empty Instagram account, it's brand new, you want to start getting people involved. That's the place to start, really. You can view your activity by clicking on this little heart within the speech bubble thing. That icon right there. You can click on that, and when you click on that, it's going to show you who has liked or commented on your photos. You can tap the following tab. Now here's the following tab right here, because once you open this, you'll see the following tab. And again, this may be located differently depending on which phone you're using or which version or whatever, but you'll find a following. You click on that. You tap on the following tab, and you'll see people that you could follow from that. You could see people that have liked your thing. Here's, if you can't read this, I don't know if you can. This says started following you, so you might want to click on their name and follow them back. Started following you, left a comment on your, so all that kind of thing. Liked your photo. So these are people that you might want to start following back. They're following you, you might want to follow them back. So, and what you're going to get when you click on that following is the most recent people that have followed you. So that's how you start doing that. Now, with Instagram, like with other social media, there's going to be people that you follow, and then there's going to be people that follow you. You want to try to make sure that you're following people that have followed you, because then there's some kind of reciprocity. If somebody follows you, it only makes sense to follow them. But if you find later that they're really not engaging at all with you in any meaningful way, you could always unfollow them. So that's what your activity level is all about. There's also on top of your, well, again, depending on the version you have, but in this particular one, in the top right-hand corner, you'll see this little icon here, and that's what they call People Direct, or it's your inbox. It's your inbox, really, and that's where you click on that to send an image. You have a photo ready, you want to send it, that's what you click on. If you have a video, and you can do videos also directly into Instagram, you can click on that, send it right to your friends or your contacts, and they'll see your video or your image that you put up there. Also, once you open that, you can search for their name or scroll through the list of people you follow if you want to send something directly to them. So if you just want to send something to one person, you can do that also. Now you can also share, and the share icon is these three little dots, and it's going to be in all different places. This one is on the upper right hand side of the phone. Other ones I've seen it on the bottom. Actually, this one is at the bottom of a comment, of a share. So you see these three, wherever you find them, these three little dots that go across like that, and it won't have a red box around it. That was just to show you what it looks like. Those three dots, in this case below an image on your feed, will allow you to delete a message that somebody sent you or a photo somebody sent you if you don't want it on your feed. You can edit it. You can share your own image. So if you put something up there, you can share it through that share button right there. And you can share some images by someone else that's out there, but what you have to do is you have to copy the URL. You can share by someone to follow on Facebook or Twitter, but if you want to share what they put up there, you need to copy the URL to share it. So that's kind of the way that works. So anyway, that is the sharing icon, and that's pretty much the setup of the phone itself. As you can see, it's not a real big deal to get it going. I know people that have said, oh, I always wondered about Instagram. I thought maybe I should set it up, but it seems so difficult. Well, I think you can see from this that it's really not too difficult. You just grab the app, you put it, it pops right up on your phone, and you go a step at a time and just put your profile, start finding some people, start seeing what kind of activity you want to interact with, and start sharing things. And before you know it, you'll start having followers and friends on Instagram, and they'll start seeing your images. And by the way, it's not just images, it is also videos you can put up there. So, but Instagram, as you know, is owned by Facebook. If you didn't know, it is. It's owned by Facebook now. And so it integrates seamlessly with Facebook. When you put an image up there, you can set it up so that it will immediately go to your Facebook page as well. So that's pretty much the setup. Don't be afraid to get going. As with anything, just doing it is what makes things start to happen. So don't think, oh, this is a big problem. I just showed you in like a couple minutes how easy it is to just get started with Instagram.